Hi, I'm Tony Caridi, coming to you live again from NAMM 2012 in Anaheim, California, here with Senior Director of Product Management, Max Gutnik. Max, thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
Thank you, Tony. Glad to be here. Good.
So, Max, coming off an extremely active and successful year last year. In fact, we're up for 4 tech awards. We're up for Pro Tools 9, HD Native, Heat, and Venue 2.9 software, and not resting on your laurels. We're coming to this show again this year with more products. We got Pro Tools HDX and Pro Tools 10. How do you keep it up?
Well, it's easy when you're inspired. How about that? We have an amazing group of customers. We have an amazing group of engineers and product people, salespeople, the entire company, right? We're all focused and passionate about Pro Tools and the solutions that we're bringing to market. So the minute we come out with something like Pro Tools 9 or HD Native and stuff, we're already thinking about what we have to do next. I think a lot of companies are like that, and we know all the things that we didn't get to that we wanted to, all the things that our customers want that we still need to provide for them. The technology keeps moving along. We're always working on things in the background that take a little bit longer than the next release, and so we've just had this really great string of products over the last 12 months essentially that have really kind of changed the way our entire product portfolio looks, and we're really excited about the feedback that we're getting on that. It's great that those are up for an award, but it's kind of like it's so last year now because we have Pro Tools 10 and HD.
It feels like a long time ago.
Yeah, it's really moving fast, but so. I think it's just a credit to the talent that we have at Avid that we can keep bringing this stuff out.
So the product team, do you guys still closely monitor IdeaScale? For anyone that doesn't know about this site, it's protools.ideascale.com. Now, in the past, I know the team has monitored that closely as kind of to gauge what are the most important things and capabilities people want in the software. Do you look at that still? Do you look at other sources of information?
We absolutely still look at it. It is a data point, right? We can't, there's IdeaScale, which is a great resource for customers to tell us what they're thinking and to try to kind of, if they agree with an idea on there, to get on there and show, that it's got some critical mass and stuff like that. But there are other avenues that we have to use to hear from our customers. We have an entire slew of customer advisory boards worldwide that we go and we listen to these customers across all different segments of the market, post community, independent pros, music creation, all that stuff, and we do them across video and audio. We go out before a NAMM show like this, when we're all going to be in LA, we spend 2 days going to all the facilities and talking to all the customers, giving them a chance to really hear what we're doing, give us their ideas about what we should be doing, what problems we need to solve for them. So there's this entire process in product development and product management around capturing this feedback. And then there's the social media, there's Gear Sluts, the Duck, all that kind of stuff too. So a huge portion of what we do is spending time getting all that due diligence and figuring out what we're going to do next. When we do something like HDX, right, it's not just about, hey, let's just do what's next. What problems do we need to solve in the context of the hardware, the software? We know all the things that HD didn't do as well as our customers wanted it to do, and we wanted to solve for that, right? Same thing with Pro Tools, right? A lot, how long have we been waiting for clip gain? How long, solving some of the performance issues with the extended RAM cache, things like that. Those are all direct results of feedback we get from customers that we as product people have to translate into solutions.
Well, that's disk cache is a great example of something that you would never find on IdeaScale, because it's something it's completely out of the box. It's a different way of thinking of solving a problem.
Right. It's interesting. There's a quote from Henry Ford back in the day where he said, when he's talking about the invention of the car, it was like, well, if I gave my customers what they want, they would have said a faster horse, right? They don't think it's the product people's job to understand what the problem is and then translate that into a solution. Not necessarily. There are some times where our customers, because they're so smart and they're so talented and they know exactly what they're doing with this, with Pro Tools and how their workflow is, that they can go, we need this. And then we know that, hey, we can just provide that. But there are other ways that they have problems that we have to kind of be creative and innovative in how we solve for that and make a solution for them. And so that's the magic of being in products, is what's that next thing that's going to really make their job easier, make their their creativity more inspired, all that kind of stuff. That's always informed by what the customer wants. It's also a large part of what gets us up in the morning, So, yeah, it's a very collaborative effort with your customers, and it keeps us on this frenzied pace, I guess.
Well, I think it's definitely paying off. So I just want to close with one last thing. You're meeting with a lot of customers lately. What kind of feedback? I know we've got really great feedback from on HDX and Pro Tools 10 and HD10 software. Any feedback we're getting that we weren't anticipating, something that maybe outperformed our expectations?
Well, luckily, like I said, because we did so much work up front in talking to customers and understanding, there's really no surprises, except I think that from the sound quality improvements with HDX are probably, in terms of the feedback we're getting from customers, probably far beyond what we expected customers to notice in terms of how much better it sounds than HD. And so it's just been amazing. Even post guys, are just like, I can't believe how good these mixes sound coming back through my HDX system. And, so we've had a lot of good feedback about the sound quality on the new IOs and M boxes all throughout the past few years, right? But the mixing architecture in HDX has just really stunned a lot of people. And so if there was one thing, we knew that they would see how powerful HDX was, and everybody's loving that, and all the new features. The performance of Pro Tools, I guess, is the other one. We knew that would save a lot of people time and make their workflows a lot faster, and there's been a lot of appreciation of that. But I guess overall, the sound quality in all walks of life, right, has just overwhelmingly been the most emphatic feedback that we're getting from customers in terms of how happy they are. So that's pretty cool.
Well, Max, fantastic job to you and the entire team. Kudos, because it has been a breakneck pace. And so thanks for joining us. Congratulations again. Thanks for joining us online here. If you have any questions for anybody at Avid, including anyone on the product team, you can tweet us at Avid. And thanks for joining again. We'll see you online.